Alright, so background. I'm not gonna mess with that. Leave it alone. Alright, see what you got. Or let's see what I got. Foreground grass. It looks rather... Let me clean this up. Foreground grass. I have a white color. I'm selecting the layer mask. Let me just make it a little bit more presentable. Hopefully this won't cause issues. Turn on the background. No issues. Turn off the background buildings. I'm just making it more presentable looking. See this little gap here? Looks like a mistake. So I'm coloring in the buildings a little bit more on the foreground grass, so that when the foreground grass, when it meets and touches the background building layer, there should be a nicer transition between the two layers. There. I mean, it looks like slop, but there. Turn on the background. Alright, nice. Background buildings. If I want, probably could click here, hold, I click there, I have white color, so it's going to bring back, and then I click here once, and then over here I can hold shift, and while holding shift, click again, so it colors it in. Here I could click once, hold shift, click again. Hopefully this won't do anything crazy. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so front boulder, foreground pillar, foreground grass field with a little bit overshoot, so that when I turn on the background buildings, there's a nice blend, because the background buildings will also bleed and have a little bit of the green grass. That way it's good. Anyway, so turn that on. Yeah. Then I'm gonna hide everything. Just to look at each one individually. This background building, it has gaps. This here, I want to fill this in. So let me try experiment. I'll use a lasso. Background building. I'm gonna just fill this up. Again, this is just the background building. I wonder if generative fill will work, because this has a layer mask. Other times it did not work. So it's a guessing game. Hey, it did work. Huh, strange. I like the middle one. Alright, cool. I like that. I'm gonna copy this, the name of it, background building WIP, and then I'm gonna smash it down, Control E, double click into the name, Control V as in Victor to paste the name of it, background building. There we go. Good. Foreground grass, front pillar only, front boulder only. That. I mean, one could argue that this pretty much is everything, you know. So this background building, foreground grass, front pillar, that I want, no, I want to have this one, background building. I want the background building to be separate from the sky. Press W for the object selection. Oh, look at that. This is new. It grabbed it. Huh. Before I didn't grab it, it wouldn't grab it. That's why each generated fill is going to be slightly different. I kind of like this. Yeah. I'm going to go for it. Background building. So I selected that. I'm going to go and do a background building. Everything else is turned off. Select and mask. And then I'm going to do a before I even do that, so I selected it, select, modify, expand, 20 pixels, turn this on, canvas bounds, okay, hit, okay, right, so I get this extra area here. Then, but I also grab this down here. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna press L for lasso. I'm gonna deselect some of this grass. I'm gonna hold Alt, and I'm gonna deselect that. Hold Alt. Just piecemeal, deselect that, hold Alt, try to get a clean edge, deselect that, hold Alt, Alt, hold Alt, alright. Okay. And then this here, hold Shift, go back down, grab this, like so. Good. And then I'm going to go select and mask. Okay. Then I'm gonna do a smooth at 100, smooths it out. Then I'm gonna do a feather. Maybe 15, maybe 20, and then shift edge, push it out by a plus 40, plus 48%. Like this much is good. Contrast? No contrast. Okay, so smooth at 100, feather at 20 pixels, shift edge at plus 50. And then I'm gonna hit layer, new layer mask, okay, boom. So this is just purely the building. Background buildings only. Alright, so I isolated that really nicely. Background buildings. Foreground grass. Front pillar. Front boulder only. Now for the sky. I'm going to turn on the background building WIP. Before I do that, File, Save As. Pillar. So that's why I named it for myself. Alright, so background, let me turn. Okay, so I got the background building only. But now my next objective is I just want the sky, meaning this sky. And maybe some of the trees. And this. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to turn on the background building only. So you can see, hold control, click in here. That way I grab the selection. Then I'm going to hide that selection or hide that layer. I'm going to turn on my background buildings WIP. So even if, let's say, your Photoshop file generate different generative fills, the technique and the purpose is still the same. Is what I'm trying to get across. So right now, what I want is a background sky with no buildings. So I have this selection of just the building. I have my background building WIP on, only this. Right? I'm going to inverse it. So I'm going to flip the selection. Instead of this, it's going to be the outside. Control Shift I, and there you go. So I grabbed all of, oh, but it's grabbing down here too. So it's grabbing this shape. I don't want the bottom at all. I don't care about that. So I'm gonna press L for lasso and then hold Alt because I want everything except for the building and down here too. I'm gonna just freaking hold Alt, deselect that, see? Hold Alt, circle around to deselect. Hold Alt, circle around to deselect. So I'm just showing one piecemeal at a time. Hold Alt, deselect. So I only want this. But I also want to get this area. I think I'm going to do the expand feature. Select, modify, expand, plus 20. So it's going to creep into here. See? Maybe I undid it. So wait, this is what we have up to here for the sky. Select, modify, expand. I'm gonna make it 30 because I want to expand outward to get more of this, but not touch the building. See? So it got super close. Yeah. Then press L for lasso. I'm gonna go select and mask. There we go. So we have a partial sky, right? Maybe shift edge? No, no shift edge. I'm gonna just go to new layer mask, hit OK, boom. So I'm building the backplate basically. Okay, so this I'm gonna name it trees and sky backplate, WIP, trees and sky backplate. Right, this here's the background, buildings only. See, there's this issue. Won't be too bad. I'm just gonna fill it in later. Okay, then trees and sky backplate. I need to fill this in. I'm gonna use M for marquee, trees and sky backplate. I'm gonna just drag up to here. And then I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna press L for lasso, and then hold Alt to deselect. So I get a like that, because I don't want to generate over these nice pictures that was captured, the leaves and the bokeh, super nice. So I don't want to lose that. I'm going to fill in this area. Hopefully it'll let me. Generative fill, generate. Might get lucky and fill it in with something really nice. You just never know. Alright, not bad, man. Not bad at all. See this one? Yeah. This one. This one. Maybe this? Maybe I'll use this. Fine, I'll use that. Okay. This trees and sky backplate, I'm gonna just double click into it, Control C to copy the words in it. Grab this, Control E as in Edward, smash it down, double click it, Control V as in Victor to paste the name, press enter, go back in, and press M for marquee. I'm going to drag it up to here, so down here and up, and I'm going to do a layer mask, but I'm going to invert it. So I just want a nice clean line. Press V as in Victor to get out of it. So trees and sky backplate, background buildings only, foreground grass field on top of it. So it's gonna lay on top of this edge. Front pillar, front boulder, like that. These and this, Control G, hide it. Name it backup stuff. Lock it. Hide everything again. There's this. There's this. There's this. This. And this. Perfect. Hopefully this can show about the reasoning behind everything, right? So now I'm gonna lock down everything as a smart object. Right click, let's convert to smart object, select it, right click, convert to smart object, right click, convert to smart object, right click, convert to smart object. Then I can do some touch-ups. Maybe I'll trees and sky backplate. Double click it. What the hell is this shit? Every so often I'll see this. Click into the mask, press B as in Bob. White color means it's gonna... There's nothing in there. Weird. Whatever, I'm gonna click in here. I'm gonna apply vibrance. I'm gonna jack up the vibrance to like 50 plus 50. If I turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. Off, on. What if I jack it up to 100? Oh, no. I'll make it 40 then. 40%. Plus 40. Then I'm gonna go add a exposure. Plus 7. Plus 0.07. 0.07. Gamma. I like some of the dark color here with the gamma. I can select my exposure layer mask, press B as in Bob, and then choose X for black color, go into exposure. I'm gonna paint away, I'm gonna keep the dark contrast, but I'm gonna paint away the top area. See, that way it gets this nice bloom. See, along the edges, but here I'm gonna keep it dark. Here, tap. See what's happening? Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap. Press X for dark color. Press X for white color. Tap, tap. Press X for black color. Okay, make it go away. So this is gonna be bright. Before they were darker because of the exposure. That made it darker. I made the exposure darker so I can get some crushing blacks in here. And then I'm using the layer mask and using black color onto the layer mask to take away the high exposure darkness, like that, while keeping this dark over here. There, see, off, on, off, on. Okay, good. Turn both of it off, turn both of it on. Maybe I'll go in and add a